Good morning, crypto people. Do 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 do. Good morning, crypto people. I want to share a little story with you, but that was a trade call. It was just given out about 2 days ago by none other than Jsnip4. This time, Jay was out doing some things with some family. And I had a little sneaky suspicion, to tell you the truth. That's how I'm going to word it to you. That in a few months' time, this is going to be performing miracles with that number you see right there. So I said, I think, pretty sure some good news is going to come out. Let me go ahead and put that out in the trade calls. Now, the first couple of months, which we got started in trade calls January 15th, the original payment, whatever, was for 2 months. So January 15th, February 15th, March 15th. But we realized, of course, down market, most of that time. And there's even a couple times where markets look like it started to recover. People are sending me tickets and emails. Joe, give us some calls. Have Trader Boss give us some calls. The market's up again. Give us some calls. Trader Boss says nope. Told him flat out, nope. Not until I see Bitcoin over here. Can't do it. We're still in bearish territory. I even had some people, there's other call groups giving out calls right now. Sorry, not giving out any calls. We're going to save you from yourself in this down market. Market starts going up. We gave some calls. Boom, massive turnaround. And again, why did it happen? Jabroni, trustee over Mt. Gox, unloading enormous amounts of Bitcoin on the market all at once. So I'm going to ask everybody, what would happen had that bullcrap not been taking place? You'd been, and that goes for other trade call groups. I'm not just talking about us. And I got a nice story to tell you. I'm just starting it this way. But we didn't give the calls. Market crashed, not crashed, but went down pretty heavy right after it started rallying. I felt like emailing every one of those, 4 or 5 people. Good thing we didn't give those trade calls you were begging for, huh? You would have been roasting us. You just gave calls, they completely turned to shit. Oh my God. But if we save you from yourself, that doesn't count. Right? You only want calls. So listen. And this is like 4 or 5 people. Listen. Out of an enormous amount of people, our group says there's, 2,100 people in it, although it's probably not that high. People use their different machines and names and stuff, but I'd say there's probably about 1,700 people in there right now, like honest numbers or whatever. So, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, somewhere around there. Probably not 4, about 5 or 6, I think. People, want give us trade calls. We haven't given me trade calls, and the first ones we got in haven't done well. Right, we get it. But there were some on the way down, like Bitcoin going from 10K, 9K, 8K, 7K. And Jay's calling it the whole time. If it breaks here, it's going here, guys. Get ready. I'm going to stack some orders on the way down. Boom. Okay, if it goes here, it's going to go to 6. I'm going to stack some more orders. And if it gets down there, I'm going to go a little heavier. Boom, happens. Bitcoin rallies, goes back to $11,000. That's an unbelievable trade call. OMG was another one we called. Dent, when I mentioned it. Wildcoin popped huge after I mentioned it, but those weren't exactly trade calls. I'm just like, you know what? I know these are fixing to go. Let me just tell you guys about it. So I got a sneaky suspicion 2 days ago. And again, I'm going to use the word sneaky suspicion. I got more than that. About PayPal. One of my favorite coins, by the way, which, as you know, Debitum made a deal with them the other day, which I mentioned. This was days and days ago, actually. Mentioned that. Great news. I love seeing that stuff. One of my favorite coins. Another new favorite coin I've got. Yes. Love and life. So I really like seeing that kind of stuff. It lets you know these companies are moving forward. They're serious about what they're going to do, what they told us they do, and they're moving and shaking things. So I can't really say too much about PayPal at the moment, but it was worthy of a trade call. Let's just say that. That coin went up over 80% yesterday, the day after I gave that call. And I'm thinking, I don't even know why the hell that just happened. Was my call enough to move it that much? Who knows? And I don't care. Because let me just say this, like the old, I forgot who sings that song. Baby, you just ain't seen nothing yet. Here's a crypto you're never going to forget. In the next 2 to 3 months, look at my message. The following picture of PPP will look like an unbelievable fire sale in less than 3 months. That's what I call an epic swing trade coming to you. Now, I'm telling you now because I already gave this call out. Everybody who needed to, wanted to, whatever, get in the trade calls has had ample time to get in. They're going to be sitting on it anyways, waiting. They should. Then again, if you want to take some profit right now, go for it. It's still $1.20, I think, right now, as I'm talking to you. I think. Let's go look. $1.19. There it is. And that's 19%. Of course, that's including yesterday's price as well. But yesterday it was up almost 80. Well, I think when I looked, it was 30-something%. But again, from the day before, 72 cents, you know, at $1.44, you're talking 100% gain. And I'm thinking, holy crap, it was like one. I'm trying to think what the hell it was yesterday, actually. I mean, when it peaked, right there, 144, 100% gain, March 10th. That was UTC time. Technically, that was probably like late last night, whatever. There it is, 100% gain. How's that for an effing trade call? A day later. Now, having said that, because there's some shills. We have some shills, such as I'm trying to determine, is Diana Wilson really a customer, or is this shilling to the 10th degree? It could be a real customer. So I just said, what is the prefix of your email? You know, let me look it up so I can see that you're a customer, not really a troll. And then I said, I don't see anyone even close to your name. I do have some Wilsons. And by chance, there was a gentleman, Wilson, that was making epic fails, putting stops in place over and over and over again on Bittrex and getting cleaned out every single night. And I had to do a video to tell everybody, don't do that. Stop putting stops in unless you're up 20-30% or something. Then put a freaking stop in place. So if it triggers, you just got your profit. Get back in it, you know. But if you're just getting a position, oh, I'm going to go buy some of this coin. You don't put a stop in right away. You're going to get cleaned out. The exchange might clean you out, the operators, or the pump and dump groups, the whales, they'll just go in and clean you out every night, like this guy was. Now, this is, I don't know who this is. So I'm saying, FYI, I see nobody even close to your name. Although last name, there's a few, about 5 or 6 people with that last name. I've checked all last names. I do have a Wilson. I'll gladly give you free trade call service to this particular person. I'm offering it to them. Just show me where you've purchased anything from us so I can go look up your orders. If you got some orders with us and making the claim, please, guys, if you're not for the people and are in it for your own self-financial gain, I believe in you. I admired you. I have taken all of your advice. I'm ruined, broke, and finished. Really sad and devastated. There's not a chance in hell you took all of our advice. You're broke. This is nonsense. So that's why I'm offering free. I'm going to give this particular person free trade call service. Just show me that you got some of our products. Because you couldn't make that claim unless you got some of our products, huh? Especially trade calls, right? You should have it already. Maybe you need the next month for free, if that's what you're saying. So I'm going to refresh this page. Hang on one second. All right, so I just refreshed it. 16 hours ago, they posted. I posted right a few hours after they had posted, as you can see. 11 hours ago, I was talking about this guy, this Hilder, telling people to put stops in place. You crazy? You don't go buy a coin and put a stop in place immediately. Are you out of your mind? So that was my comment to them. But then this one's for her, and this one. Can't find anybody. Can you show me where you purchased? No comment. So guess what? I'm going to watch it for a little while longer. And if I get no response in the next few hours today, I'm going to delete the comment. Why? This is a shill. This is a silver gold man kind of a shill. If this person's real, I'm gonna give them free trade call services. Why? They could have just got my PayPal call. Maybe that would have made up for some of your issues you had. But it ain't with us. This is a shield comment, and some of my people already pretty much look like they caught on to that. But again, I want to be fair, just in case it's not. I want to listen to you. You have a problem? What's the complaint? You're destitute, broke. Obvious shield comment. How stupid. So, anyways, PayPal at $1.19, 72 cents. I'm out there, guys. Effing fire sale. Trade call group. Get ready. We are extending trade calls free of charge, as I've mentioned already, for 2 additional weeks to get us to April 1st. We've had some decent calls, but we've had some calls we're sitting on that have not played out yet. And those were some of the first ones. I'm telling you, they would have been great had Mt. Gox BS not happened, with this idiots out there dumping 8,000 Bitcoin, 6,000 Bitcoin, 4,000 Bitcoin. February 4th or whatever it was, he dumps 16,000 Bitcoin all at once. That's what brought it down to 6K Bitcoin. And Trader Boss is giving the calls all the way down, right? So let me explain what trade calls is, in case some people don't really understand. And this goes for all trade call groups. And I'm telling you, we talk to other groups. We know some of the top guys. Trader Boss has said to me, Joe, there's guys out there who are, look, I don't have a problem admitting there's people who are better at this stuff than I am, who are smarter than me. Which, I mean, anybody can say that, right? I mean, there's always someone stronger than you, better looking than you, got a faster car than you, got more money than you, right? He says it to me. Look, I think I'm pretty good, but sure, there's absolutely people better than me. And he says, and I've talked to a few of them. They have their groups. Some of these people have lost over 50%. I'm talking stellar groups, allegedly, right? Lost over 50% of their customers over the last 2 months, trade calls. Why? Because people are impatient. It's a down market. They expect you to work some kind of miracle. Like they're going to, this is the equivalent of expecting us, and I say us, the trade call group on the planet Earth collectively, everybody who does this, to all of a sudden pull out a magic rabbit, out of our hat when you got somebody with unbelievable amounts of Bitcoin, in this case, Mt. Gox debacle, the trustee, unloading on the market, causing the entire space to go down. And then it starts to come back up. All right, give us some calls, Guys, those other groups might be giving calls, but we aren't. Part of this is saving you from yourself. Trust in Jay. Just trust in him. Sure enough, it was maybe 2 days later. Markets dump again. I said to him, I texted him immediately, Jay, I wonder if these people are thankful now, the ones who've been asking us to give some calls, because other groups are giving calls now and the market's back up, it's back on a rally. You said it wasn't in rally territory yet. You said it wasn't rallying yet. It was not a bull market yet. He says, I know. Part of our trade calls is keeping people's money safe as possible on both sides. You want a trade call? Nope, we're not ready to give it. Let him decide. So the good news is we've got quite a number of people in that group. And I'm shocked it's only a few people who are kind of upset about it, to be honest with you. But that's okay. 50% of some other people's customers have left. That's not our case. I can tell you because I'm watching the orders coming in day after day, the last 3 days. So we've extended it 2 weeks. We dropped the hell out of the price down to $200 for almost a week, 5 days, 6 days. Actually, it was actually 6 days I put on there. Technically, even though I said 5, I've made it 6 because I want to include the same day that I talked about it. So I just made it 6. This is going to be for some people or not. Like Jay says, if for some reason you don't like it, don't sign up again. Don't sign up again. But when markets are down, what do you want us to do? When markets are down, stare at a clown. I mean, seriously. So this call right here, 2 days ago, could have easily made you your entire 2 months of trade call service back. Right? These other calls you're in, just stand by. Wait for the recovery. That's all we do. These are swing trades. Swing trades don't mean put me in a trade today and in 4 or 5 days I'm out every time. No. These could be a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks. They could be a little bit. And I think the issue with some people is that, let's face it, you've never done anything like this before in your life, right? I haven't. And I'm the one working with Jay here. I have never done this either. So you have some kind of expectations. Expectations maybe you shouldn't have. Maybe you should, depending on what they are, right? So it's a learning experience for everybody involved. But believe me, he knows what he's doing. We know what we're doing. I've given a few great calls on there myself as a freaking bonus. And what I'm about to tell you is quite possibly even more incredible. So, notice Charlie Lee is in Australia, mate. And that's very interesting. And this has actually nothing to do with Charlie Lee, at least not yet. Not until I talk to somebody. I don't think Charlie Lee has anything to do with this, like what I'm about to tell you. But the fact that he's over there right now, and this particular person that I'm talking to, have talked to over the last few months, just about 3 or 4 times, is going to be there with Charlie Lee at some, I don't know if he's just going to see him or whatever, going to talk to him, whatever. I found that pretty interesting from what he told me prior to something else he told me. So a while back, he messaged me. A while back being like 10 days ago, I think. And matter of fact, hang on. Let me pause this. I'll tell you exactly. Okay, so he says, well, he reached out to me first before that. I'm not going to talk about what he said then. It didn't really have anything to do with this. But he says on an actual date, February 28th, last day of the month. And it was that evening, 8 o'clock my time. The bull run in Bitcoin, basically cryptos, but he's talking about Bitcoin. When Bitcoin goes, they all will ultimately go. But the bull run will start in around 8 days or so. But first, a crash of like 23, 24, 25, something %. I tell him, remind me in 8 or so days if I forget, because I got a lot of stuff going on these days. If we get anywhere near that, that'd be an interesting prediction you just made. Well, damn it, he got it. And then emailed me again, like he said, hey, you said to, actually it was through the trouble ticket system. You said to mention it. So he gave me his phone number, everything. Hey, you asked me to contact you when the market drops, as I predicted. Basically tell everybody you guys can get back in the market now. Everybody can get back in the crypto market. It's fixing to go back up. So I'm trying to Skype with him. He's very busy at the moment. He is in Australia. And I don't know if he will be meeting like face to face with Charlie Lee, or he's just going to be there with him. I'm not really sure. But I had a little quick Twitter kind of a chat with him or whatever. And let's go to my messages. I can't say some things yet until I talk to him. But he's the kind of guy that's for the people. F the bankers. F them, everybody's stealing our money. It's our money. Let's give it back to the people. Cryptos are the way. He's one of those kind of guys. Just like me and Jay. And Bix. And Cliff High and some others. You know what I mean? There's plenty of others. Now this guy is not, he says, I've not been 100% accurate, but damn it, we get pretty close. Pretty damn close. And all I'm going to say at this point until I talk with him, we may have ourselves a hell of an ally. Me, Trader Boss, and you guys. Because quite possibly, if we join forces, so to speak, this could be something amazing, yes, for the people, for everybody involved in crypto. So he's very busy. He said, yeah, he'll try to make it happen. We'll Skype. And he just got stuff going on over here the next few days. But he said, Joe, this is just good news. Everybody will make some money. And he, I think, has some intel. Like, let me put it to you this way. You remember Lindsey Williams? When I found him in 2007, and he talks about all the gas prices going to, $4 a gallon and $150 a barrel. And I'm like, what? It's a freaking, what's it at? I don't even know what the price was at the time, $70, $80 a barrel or something. And I'm like, all right, whatever. He talks about this non-energy crisis. We found this oil off of Gull Island in Alaska in the 70s. I'm like, what is this? But it was very intriguing, and it just felt like this guy knew, you see him talking like he knows this. He really knows this. So I was like, I'm kind of going to try to follow this guy. But he wasn't on YouTube or anything. Just someone had uploaded his video from the Granada forum at the time. And sure enough, 2008 rolls around, $150 a barrel. Oh, my God. Now he's actually out on some radio shows like Jeff Rentz, even Alex Jones. And I'm tuning in. Guys, it's going to $50 a barrel by 2009. 2009. You're out of your mind, Nellings. There's no way that's going to happen. He said, I told you, the same guy that told me, my elite friend told me it was going to $150 a barrel. He's telling me it's going to 50. There's no way they're talking $200. I take it to the bank. Sure enough, December, and then January 2009, boom, $50, $40. Oh my God, 50, 40, bouncing around. Oh my God, you got it. He said, I know. No, I'm not psychic. I told you, don't ask me if I'm psychic. No, I don't read tea leaves. I know an elite friend that tells me what's going to happen in the world, and it's going to happen because they make it happen. It's that simple, is what he basically said. And he would give out predictions. Remember the whole Arab Spring of 2011 or 2010, whatever the hell that was? 2011, I think. Arab Spring. He said it 3-4 months in advance. I went out on my YouTube channel back then. It was still early, 2010. I was early into YouTube. Guys, Lindsey Williams says such and such. I think my video might still be there today, actually. I don't know. It should be. I don't think I deleted it. But Arab Spring, he gave the countries in order that essentially we would overthrow, is how he said it. The elite would overthrow. Anyways, why am I telling you this? Lindsey Williams had an elite inside source. End of story. At that point, any information that comes from him is excellent, right? You want to know anything that he has to say. Not necessarily him, right? But you like, well, we don't care what your opinion is. What did your elite friend say, right? That's how everybody is, because that's what the intel is, right? Who cares what I think? Who cares? If I told you that Jsnip4 has an elite friend in crypto and he can tell me moves, and I'm out here calling these moves, I'm just making this up now, so just bear with me. And I'm calling these moves, and they're unbelievable, and damn, Joe, how do you get them right every freaking time? You got like 90-something% accuracy, like every time you talk, dude. Well, I could just keep it to myself and pretend that I've got this knowledge, or I could give credit. I've got an elite insider that's moving the effing markets. That's how I know, right? I could say that, and then you'd be like, oh my gosh, well, no wonder why. So you don't have to study charts. Nope. You don't have to study the volume like Trader Boss of White. Nope. I don't need to study anything. Got this guy in my back pocket. A monkey on my back, so to speak. That would be pretty incredible. Now, I don't have that. But what I will tell you, that if this guy can become my ally, maybe somebody who he knows or some information that he's able to get access to might be nothing short of incredible. And he just proved it to me. He called it, nailed it, and also said this weekend would be good. It would start recovering. His actual date was between yesterday and the day before. And there's been a couple people, honestly, 2-3 people that have been calling for this weekend to start turning around. Even Trader Boss we were looking at some stuff just a few days ago. Get ready for the recovery. I've been saying it, and he just said it too. Because we sometimes look at some of the same stuff, we as in me and Trader Boss and some of these other people. But this guy, maybe, just maybe, might have some intel And I'm like, he sent me the email and was like, hey, you said to get back to you if it's up 20 something percent, or if it, the Bitcoin was down, if the market correction happened down. And like I said, damn straight, we need to Skype, son, if you don't mind. And I'm like, I'm looking at my trouble tickets. Oh, he's contacted me 3 times in here. I know what the last one was, because the last one was me telling him, hey, hit me up again if this happens. What was the one before that? I don't know. So I went and looked. Oh my gosh, that's him. Oh, and his story about his wife. Oh my God, that's him. Interesting connection. So I got even more psyched. And I'm thinking, if this guy, and I'm pretty certain he'll be an ally. I mean, he's got the same mindset we do. Wants to change people's lives, help them trade. Not necessarily help you trade, but give some advice and things like that on markets and whatnot. But I'm just telling you, I think we might have an incredible ally, and things aren't about to get good. They're about to get freaking great. Okay? And I'm dying for him to get back to me. Hurry up. Hurry up. The suspense is killing me, so to speak. So I just want to bring that to you. But again, trade calls. I'm not extending them for free for 2 months. It's not happening. Not happening. We're extending them for 2 weeks. And in this, so basically you have 20 something days for free right now. Well, that you don't have to pay anyways. And then April 1st, the new one starts. We're giving the discount now. It lasts 5 or 6 days. Again, the clock's been ticking for about 3 days now. The 13th, I think, is when it ends, actually, the promotion of $200 for the next month. And then I think it goes to $265. But look, I don't care if anybody joins or doesn't. I really don't. But it's fun. It's exciting to see these, give a call and then boom, it goes up. You feel like you've accomplished something because you're realizing how many people just did this, and we just helped slightly change their life for the better. And then the next call goes out again, assuming it's a great call, right? We're not going to get them all right. And when the markets turn down, whether it's FUD combined with effing Mt. Gox trustee dumping crap on the market on us, whatever it is, that's out of our control. But I can't sit here and give, well, you paid for 2 months, let me give you an additional 2 months for free because of outside forces that have nothing to do with us. Meanwhile, Jay is still studying the hell out of charts, trying to see if anything's popping at him. Down market, nope, not there, nope, still down, nope, that one's not moving, nope. He's still studying this stuff every single day, all night long. He's looking at this stuff. Is that not worth someone's time? He's trying to say, look, if I can find something, I'm gonna get it. Sure enough, market starts going up. Hey, everybody's emails coming in, tickets. Joe, there's some other free groups that, that do real well, and they're saying, they're giving out calls. A few days later, market's back down. All those calls failed. People are yelling at them, calling them names. It's a fail group. You guys are suck. You're supposed to be experts. You've got this many years of training. And they're telling me all the stories. And I get a few emails like that about us. People actually think because someone's been trading for 20, 30, however many years, that they have to know. Like they're supposed to know. Like the Mt. Gox. They're supposed to know there's a guy going to dump 8,000 Bitcoin today on the market. You wonder why in December, all the trajectories for these coins like Litecoin, it's going to be going to 300, 400, 500, 600. It's going to be $800 in January. Why? Because this charts, the data is saying so. And then a funny thing happened that was unexpected, not supposed to happen. Mt. Gox starts unloading the trustee in December 18th. Well, that's funny. That's when some of the carnage started. 22nd, remember the day I was at dinner with my family? It was a bloodbath. He unloads more. January unloads more. February 4th or so, 6,000, 6,000, and 6,000 all at once. 18,000 Bitcoin all at once. That is when we saw the big destruction of crypto market. You think that was on accident? That son of a gun couldn't have just said, let me feed 100 Bitcoin in the market today, 100 in there tomorrow, and just keep going. Maybe 200, maybe 300, whatever it is. You've had since December, you had 3 months now to unload thousands and thousands and thousands of Bitcoin. Who the hell would dump that many all at once? You know you're going to move the market down. Maybe he knows somebody. You know what I mean? Isn't that what the whole world is? Somebody who knows somebody, got an inside scoop. Hey, my elite friends want a discount. No problem. Watch this. Let me dump 18,000 Bitcoin in February. No problem. Here you go. I'm telling you this whole time, the people at the top, this is what they do. Just because it's crypto, like I said, they want to manipulate the market. They can't manipulate like they used to. Can't print paper contracts. Ain't got nothing to do with the damn futures contracts. Those futures contracts don't run this stuff. You got to have the real thing. Guess what? The carnage we've seen over the last 3 months, somebody had the real thing. And they had a whole hell of a lot of Bitcoin. And they dumped it all. So that's how they did it. But they had to have the real thing. And now that they've unloaded it, everybody else has some. Whole bunch of new people got into the market. Whole bunch of us who were already in the market got some more. Right? So we've just taken away some ammunition from them. Doesn't mean they may not have some more. So, not saying that. But Cliff High's projections, 40,000, 60,000, all that, it's going, I'm telling you right now, I don't see why that will not happen. I see it absolutely happening. Litecoin exploding, taking off. It was one of the only green ones, I think, yesterday? And Charlie Lee, like I said, I think I talked about that. Charlie Lee's like, hey, since I get blamed for every time the price crashes in a Litecoin, I'll go ahead and take credit for it being the only green one on CoinMarketCap right now. It was up like a couple percent or 4% or something. You gotta love trolling the troll, so I love when he comes out and does that. So, bottom line, we've lowered our price for April. We've extended it 2 weeks. It's the best I can do. If it's not for you, don't sign back up. You go out to eat somewhere, you have a good experience, you go back. You go back again. Maybe that third time you didn't have a good experience or whatever it is. Maybe the first time. You don't go back. Hey, it's not for me. Didn't like it. Didn't get what I felt like, I should have got out of it. You don't come back. That's how it's going to go. I'm just going to say that. So we have a lot of happy people. I just got an email this morning. I don't feel like pausing this and blurring out the damn thing, but very happy. Hey, look, I know there hadn't been a whole lot of calls, but that's okay because you saved me some money. And I'm like, exactly. That's part of the service you're paying for. Not getting into a damn call is just as good as getting a call sometimes, because if you don't get in a call and you're ready to pounce on something and the damn thing goes down even further, you just got saved. It's like, hey, just relax, man. Just relax. It takes patience. It takes freaking patience. You're not going to get a trade call every week that turns into money the next day or 2 days later. Now, granted, my Populous call is good. Some of these other ones I've thrown out there the next day, 2 days later, they've done good. So I'm telling you with PayPal, and I've already set the trade call group. So now they've had days to get on it. Ain't no secret now. You're going to be pretty damn happy with PayPal over the next few months. I'm pretty damn sure of it. Joe, are you 100% sure? No, nothing is 100%. But damn it, I'm pretty damn sure. Okay? So you can see the value in trade calls now. I just gave you one that you're going to hodl for just a little while longer. Or if you get in today, you're going to hodl for a little bit. 2-3 months, whatever it is. And I think by that time frame, honestly, like 3 months, especially 2 to 3 months, you'll be like, oh, Jsnip, man, epic call. That's what you're going to tell me. I got a sneaky suspicion. But all of you out there who are not in trade calls, you just got it for free. But notice I gave it to them at 72 cents. The rest of you are going to now have to get in at $1.20 or so unless the thing comes back down here. Except we got a problem. It looks like we're starting to rally now. So if you're waiting for PayPal to drop below $1 again, I don't think I would chance that. Can it happen? Of course, this is crypto. But I don't think I personally would chance that. So I'm throwing you a bone. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a nice bone. Again, pretty damn sure. And some of you may be okay with that. Well, I don't need the trade call. Well, if PayPal goes into dollars and dollars and dollars, and you're in at 72 cents, versus it going to dollars and dollars and dollars, and you're in at $1.20. It's a lot better to be in at 72 cents, isn't it? Because you multiplied a lot more than you did at $1.20. Follow what I'm saying? So that's what makes things like trade calls valuable. That's why we charge for it. Things like that. So again, you don't want to get it? Don't have to. You want to do it? Go for it. We love you. We just want to come out here, which is why I do these videos for free anyways. All my videos, because you can still learn a hell of a lot. I'm still going to talk about some what I think are incredible opportunities that come up with crypto. I'm going to share it with you. You're going to get it for free. But if you want a little extra, you want some stuff early, trade calls is the place. It's that simple. And no, sometimes we don't give a trade call out. We don't have a damn schedule. Well, a week went by. We need 2 calls this week. No. You get the call when Jay says, look, this one's fixing to pop. Let's go for it. Or I think I might have just found some information out myself. Maybe I Skyped with somebody. Maybe I had an email conversation. Maybe I had a phone conversation with somebody somewhere of importance. And next thing I know, I'm out here saying, guys, such and such coin might do well. I've done that a few times already. FYI, and you've seen what has happened to those coins when I have done that. It's all good news. I'm not going to come out here and try to give you bad news. Now, if I have to give you bad news because it's important, you're going to get some bad news. Guys, listen, the WebBot report just said the markets are going to crash. If that happened, guys, sit down and brace yourselves. I don't know what to do here because the WebBot just said something incredible. Markets are going to crash. Cryptos are going to crash. I'm just, if it said that, it has not, by the way. Don't get all panicky. It did not say that. It looks great, as a matter of fact, in the WebBot report. The last one just came out too. So I'm just saying I would be the bearer of any news if I had to. Much as I don't want to come out and give bad crypto news, because this is what's changing everybody's lives for the better. Getting out of debt, paying stuff off. But damn it, just listen to me what I'm telling you sometimes, and think about what you're doing and what you're not doing. And sometimes us not giving you a call, how important that is, saving you from yourselves at times. I've had a few emails. You've saved me, Yeah, I'm in 2 other trade calls. Those are freebies. A guy was telling me I'm in 2 free trade calls. They actually do pretty decent. And they saw this rally and jumped in, and I got in a couple, and boy, did they tank. And I'm like, well, now you know why, Jay wasn't willing to do that when the market looked like it was like a little false rally. And he's like, basically he already said it in the email, like, thanks, but whatever. It is what it is. What I've learned in life, especially doing stuff like this, whether it's trade calls, selling the training packages, just dealing with people on my own YouTube channel for free, even when I don't sell anything, you cannot ever please everybody. People are going to hate you. People are going to love you. People are going to give you a pat on the back. The next thing you know, they pat you on the back. Markets are down. They put in too much money into one particular coin. They're upset at you because you were happy about that coin. Next thing you know, they're yelling at me. And I'm saying, all I'm doing is talking on YouTube. I'm just talking on YouTube. I'm pretty sure I didn't force you to go into your back pocket, put some money into Coinbase, buy those coins, transfer those coins out to another exchange after, a week of waiting for the damn transaction to happen, get into that thing and get into the token. I'm pretty sure I didn't force you to do that. I'm just telling you what I do, which means if you're down, I'm down. And when you're down, stare at a clown.